Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, Ron's Keto Cafe, and I'm Ron. If you're new, welcome, and if you're a returning member, welcome back. And if you're a new member, could you please share and smash that subscribe button? It helps other people know when they post videos. And before we get started, I'm not a medical doctor. I don't make any medical claims. This is all based on my own personal journey. And welcome to the channel. How's your day going, or evening, depending on when you're watching my video. And today is day 2 of OMAD. I want to let you know how we did on day 1. Well, day 1 went really well. We ended up making a sloppy Joe mix, and when I figured out all the carbs and everything in Carb Manager for what I actually had for ground beef, I measured out the ground beef in ounces on the scale. I put about maybe 16 ounces of ground beef, and I had already fried it up with onion and pepper and garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper. Everything was all the taste. And then once that was fried up, I opened up a can of Manwich Sloppy Joe mix, and I used a half a can of that. And then I mixed everything up together. So when that was all pre-cooked, I set it aside, and then I took 2 Mission 1 wraps. They were soft and they were really, really delicious. I hadn't had that particular brand before, but I'll have a photograph above the timeline. And the macros and everything. So when I ate my macros from yesterday, everything came right to where I needed to be. In fact, I ended up with 15 net carbs that I had. And I was full the whole entire day that I had the day 1 of OMAD. But today, which now is the second day, I have to go to work this morning at 10:30, and actually 11, and because I have a morning appointment at 20 past 10 for a doctor's appointment. And when that's done, I have to go right into work. So, and then I'm working to 5:30, 6 o'clock tonight. So if I go OMAD, I'm not, where I ate 11 in the morning, I'll be going 12, I'll be going almost 19 hours and I don't have nothing to eat. And that's a long day for me. So it's fine when you're younger, if you could do that, that's good, knock on wood. But as we get older, we need to nourish our bodies. And so on the second day of OMAD, I've decided to abandon it for now. But I always have my coffee in the morning when I get up. Today is no exception. I have it right here. This is already my 3rd cup of coffee this morning. And so I do drink 3 to 4 cups of coffee a day. I always have, and it's never going to change. I typically will start my day with 2 or 3 cups of coffee. I have the Nantucket Blend medium roast, and I have the a little bit of light cream from Market Basket, and I always put 1 monk fruit in for my choice of sweetener. And I know the keto world, the sweeteners are beginning a lot of bad rap again about how they cause cancers and stuff like that, causes people to have stroke. But you do you. If you don't want it, don't put it in. Regular sugar, have regular sugar, and have other kinds of problems. They tell you the same thing about cigarettes over the years. I mean, when I was a kid growing up, I could go in the store and buy my grandfather a pack of cigarettes. Of course, now I couldn't because of age restriction. But and then over the years, it wasn't to probably the mid 50s or early 60s they started putting warning labels on packages. So it's like anything else. One day they'll tell you something's bad, and the other day they'll tell you that it's okay to drink. Same way with coffee. I can remember they did a study on coffee a while back ago, and they said, coffee's bad for you, and now all of a sudden coffee is good for you. So I don't listen to them. I just listen to what my body tells me, and I'm not telling you what to do, but that's what I do. And so everything is going good. This is just a follow-up on the OMAD, and so we're going to be giving up OMAD for now. But I did make yesterday, I made a lasagna yesterday, and if you can hear some rattling going on in the living room, that's my cat playing. And she was meowing early to get into my room, but I wouldn't let her in my room because I just put a brand new shirt on, and she tried to grab it, and I can't afford to go and keep buying all new shirts all the time, but she starts destroying them. But she's young, and we're just trying to deal with it until she gets a little older and I can get her nails clipped on a regular basis. But it's going really good. So on the second meal for OMAD, now last night I made a chicken crust lasagna, and that's really, really the bomb. So I'm going to have that on Wednesday because I was planning my meals out for the week. So I made the lasagna meal for Wednesday. I happened to be off on Wednesday, and the lasagna meal, instead of using noodles, I used deli chicken breasts. And what I did was I took a pound of ground beef, and then I course, I fried it up, and then I added the usual seasonings, and then some onions and some peppers in it, and everything. Again, it was the taste. And then it wound up being about a pound. So I took that, put it in a bowl, and then I took the casserole dish out, and then I put a little bit of ground beef, a little bit of sauce. Then I layered some deli chicken breasts on top to replace the noodles, and a little bit of sauce, and a little bit of ricotta cheese. Now, on the ricotta cheese, I ended up getting I wanted the whole ricotta cheese, but all I found was the fat-free, so I ended up getting a small one from Chiboni, and that was fine. I ended up using that, and then I topped it off with about a quarter of a bag left. I had a mozzarella cheese, and we're going to have that today on Wednesday, and this is really, really good. And when I have it, and I'll film my taste test. I've had it a few times before. My wife even loves it. Now, what I ended up using also for marinara sauce, I got the Rayo's tomato basil sauce, and if you guys never had that particular company, I am a big firm believer of that company. That company is awesome. They make a lot of great products, and they also have pasta too. But the problem with the pasta, their count is really high on carbs. So if you're doing true keto, you wouldn't be able to have any of that. But I've had their pasta before. I'm okay with it, but I just I'm trying to lay off all of that stuff right now because I'm back on track. I'm losing weight. I feel pretty good. Now, yesterday, I hope it works out for me, but I got a new pair of orthopedic shoes in. I haven't had these type of shoes before because I have flat feet and I'm on my feet more. And I paid like $140 for the shoes. They were really expensive. But they fit me comfortably, and if I break them in, hopefully I'll be okay with them. And I'll let you know at the end of the week when I post the week 134 update. But this is just, Stephanie, if you're watching this video, as much as I want to do OMAD with you, I can't do OMAD right now. It's just too much for me with the work. So I worked 5 hours. We had 5.5 hours on Sunday, and then I was off Monday, and I'm going back in today for 6 hours. And then I'm off Wednesday, then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. She's got me down for hours. Friday I'm there to 2 o'clock, and then the other 2 days I'm there early in the morning, like 7 to 3 or 7 to 4 one day, and then I'm doing like a 9 to 5 shift, and she's got me down for like 8 hours for Sunday, which is great. I like because Sunday is all overtime for me, and it's going good. And again, the supervisor asked me the other day if I wanted to do maintenance, and he goes, I'm probably going to wind up pulling some people out of the departments and put them in maintenance. So if he does that with me, I'm going to turn in my shirts and just go home, because that's never going to happen, because we'll leave that for the young kids. I don't want to do that job. I didn't apply for that job, and this is the best job for me because I like walking around and I can interact with the customers. And if you have maintenance, I'm going to be sweeping up the floor, taking out the trash, cleaning the coolers and replacing the shelves. No, that ain't happening. The pay pays the same. It doesn't pay any more or any less. So, again, we'll just take everything right now, day to day. And if he says, well, then I'm going to take you off of there anyways, and I'll just say, okay, well, I'll be back tomorrow, and I'll be returning all my shirts. I am not working no more. That'll be the end of that job. Yeah, there's plenty of jobs in our city there. I don't have to have that job, but the reason why I wanted that job is because I had it before and I was familiarized with the how it all worked, and they only needed to train me for like 10 minutes and I was good to go on my own. And I'm figuring out where everything is in the store when I'm doing picking for customers. And so I'm having a good day. Hope you're having a good day. Don't forget to join me for some more videos. I'll be making some Salisbury steak, and I bought some butternut squash in the store yesterday. Now, what I love about working at the store, I'm seeing all these great ideas I could be making with some of the vegetables. And if you don't want to prep your vegetables, I bought some squash. It's already chopped up, nice and cubed up for me, and it's a good size amount. And I don't want to have to deal with peeling the squash and sopping it all up and pulling out all the seeds. And all I got to do is just open up the package, rinse off the squash, throw it in a bowl, add a little bit of olive oil, garlic powder, well, actually garlic. I'm going to add some minced garlic, onion powder, salt, pepper, maybe some fresh thyme or something like that. And we're going to roast that in the oven. We're going to make roasted butternut squash, and we're going to have that with a side dish with the Salisbury steak that I'm planning on making later in the week. And the butternut squash would be the potato substitute, and I might have a little bit of green beans with that for an extra vegetable. And so today when I'm at the store today, before I come home, I need to pick up some mushrooms because I got everything I need to make for that, for the mushrooms. And again, we're gonna have tomorrow, Wednesday, we'll have the lasagna that I made with the chicken crust lasagna. Now that's, like I said, you got to, if you haven't made that before, you have to try that. It's a must on keto. And again, the carb count is very low, and you can eat as much of that, almost really as much as you want, and just be vigilant on what you eat. What I typically do is when I'll eat, and when I'm full, I stop. That's it. I don't eat any more, any less. But the whole idea is, I notice that when I'm working, if I don't eat before I go to work, when I come home, I'm like starving. So when I'm going to be on some 8-hour shifts, I'll probably get a little longer lunch break, like 20 minutes or a half an hour lunch break. And we punch in and punch out every time we take our breaks, but they do pay you. And the reason why you need to punch out and punch in is because they want to make sure you take your breaks, because in the past, people didn't take their breaks, and they don't want to run into that situation. So when I do longer shifts, when I get 15-minute breaks and a 20, 30-minute lunch break, then I'm going to start bringing my own lunch. Heat it up in the microwave over there. But yeah, it's been going good. Everything's going good. I'm just taking one day at a time as God gives it to me, and very thankful every day that God gave me another day, and for the cat that I have, and I just I have a really beautiful wife. She's puts up with me. Donna and I have been together for 42 years, and we've had many ups and downs, but we've always managed to work things through and, stay together and just support one another. And, we never had any kids, but, we had a couple of cats, including this one over here. And, cats are just like kids and kittens. You just got to just deal with it and get, but it is what it is. But I think I rattled off enough. But anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to edit the video, get it up on my channel. And, later on this weekend, I'm going to be with Alan's, going to be interviewing me this Saturday, I believe. I think he wants to do an early time in the afternoon, but I got to let him know what my schedule is for Saturday. I'll find out today, and then I'll let you guys know on another video I'll be posting. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing day. I certainly am. And be watching for another video. Oh, yeah, I see that. I told you guys. You forgot already. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Love you guys.